Hello everyone, thank you for watching, coming at you with another This Week in Film. Today we're topping it off with The Conjuring 2. Got a couple sequels this week. Conjuring 2, directed by James Wan, believe it or not. Starring Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren, going over to England, exorcising some demons. I have mixed feelings about this film. I like James Wan's work to a degree. Special effects wise, I'm usually always pretty impressed by his films. A lot of the neat just visual tricks to get good jump effects, excellent. Keep it going. However, one of the issues I have with his films, and will no doubt have with this one, is when the trailer started, for example, when the trailer started, and all I saw was like a tent with, one of the spinning light projectors, I said to myself, this is a James Wan film. Despite all the tricks and everything you want in the film is in the trailer. Everything you saw in the trailer, that's what you're going to get. I've never been so impressed with any of his movies that I was like, wow, that was awesome, I've never even been really that scared of one of his films, so it'll be pretty good. Continuing the sequels coming out this week, we have Now You See Me 2, directed by John M. Chu. And let me just go through a list of John M. Chu's exploits. He is the director of Step Up 2, Step Up 3D, G.I. Joe Retaliation, Justin Bieber's Never Say Never, Justin Bieber's Believe, and a series of movies called LXD, which stand for the League of Extraordinary Dancers. The League of Extraordinary Dancers. The League of Extraordinary... Just about the whole cast returns for this film, aside from Isla Fisher, which I personally think is a very good move on her part, whether it was her choice or due to some scheduling or contractual conflict. I personally think she's doing herself a favor because there's a third one announced, even now, which means that this is sort of becoming the lame magician Ocean's series of films. I was not impressed with the first one. I found the acting to just be incredibly cringy. Everybody is really trying to push, sort of how cool their characters are because they're pulling a heist and they can do magic. It was not convincing as a cool, fun, action-packed movie. I pretty much just laughed at how subpar it was last time. It's kind of what I expect to get this time, is to just feel really uncomfortable with how the actors are treating their roles. I mean, if you know that kind of thing, okay, but no. And then not a sequel, but an adaptation. We have Warcraft coming out this week. Warcraft, based off of Warcraft. And what you can sort of expect to see in the movie is Warcraft. Orcs, and humans. No! It doesn't look too bad. It'll do what it's gotta do. It's, orcs, humans, no. So, this week in history, today we can say happy birthday to Paul Giamatti, which is pretty awesome. And historically, June has been a very, very busy month for Steven Spielberg. Beginning on June 12th, 1981, we have Steven Spielberg with George Lucas premiering Raiders of the Lost Ark. The year after that, Spielberg comes out with E.T. 11 years later, 1993, comes out with Jurassic Park. So, even if there wasn't a whole other facet to Steven Spielberg's incredible career, there's 3 movies all lumped into one month in about a 10-year gap. So that's what's going on this week in film. And first of the Indiana Joe films. Indiana Joe? Indiana Joe?